Imagine you are in the kitchen of German confectioner Hans Riegel in the 1920s. And to pioneer the gummy candy saga that would excite the human population for centuries to come, you are given a copper pot and a stove. For 365 days, you see Hans go through trial and error, one attempt after the other. Hans tirelessly experimented with gelatin-based candy recipes, and after months of perseverance, he finally struck gold with the creation of the gummy bear, the first gummy candy. This marked the genesis of an iconic candy that would capture the hearts and taste buds of generations to come, and laid the foundation for the sour gummy worm, which experts say is the fourth most popular sour candy in the world. A single copper pot and stove aren't enough to meet today's demand for sour gummy worms. So how are gummy worms made? And how do factories mass-produce sour gummy worms to meet demand? Before we jump into the process of mass-producing sour gummy worms, subscribe to the channel, or else you will have bad luck on your next birthday. The foundation of sour gummy worms and all gummy candies lies in a meticulously crafted recipe. Candy companies employ experienced food technologists and chemists who methodically experiment with the proportions of gelatin, sweeteners, corn syrup, flavors, acids, and other ingredients. By tweaking each component, they develop the precise formula required to achieve the desired qualities in each sour gummy worm. After rigorous experimentation, the recipe for gummy worms that millions of people love was made, balancing taste, chewiness, and appearance. At the molecular heart of the sour gummy worm making process is gelatin, tasteless protein derived from collagen and animal byproducts. Gelatin provides the chewy, squishy texture when it is combined with water and then heated. Fast forward to enjoying a sour gummy worm. As gelatin absorbs heat when consumed, the gelatin protein chains unwind and partially dissolve, allowing the gummies to melt smoothly in the mouth. Sweeteners like sucrose from sugarcane add pronounced sweetness to counterbalance the gelatin. Thick, viscous corn syrup contributes moisture and volume to the gummies, allowing them to achieve a pleasing plumpness. It also prevents the crystallization of sugar. To build complex flavors, food scientists introduce natural flavors obtained from real fruits, berries, molasses, maple sugar, and other sources. Each natural flavor compound contributes its own unique taste and aroma, which combine to create the candy's overall flavor profile. This symphony of flavors is amplified by blending in aromatic chemicals to enhance the smell. Vivid colors are added to gummy recipes with the help of regulated synthetic food dyes. These include favorites like red dye number 40 for cherry and strawberry tones, yellow dye number 5 and 6 for lemon and orange, and blue dye number 1 for raspberry. The dyes allow gummy manufacturers to create candies in practically any bright, exciting color imaginable. Natural acids like citric, lactic, or malic acid are vital ingredients for controlling the acidity of the gelatin mixture. Since gelatin's properties heavily depend on precise temperature, manufacturing method, and pH levels, the acids give chemists a way to reliably manipulate texture. Lower pH levels usually yield firmer, chewier gummies. In the initial compounding stage, these ingredients are meticulously measured and mixed in large heated tanks. Continuous stirring prevents uneven heating or burning of the candy base. Once fully dissolved and blended, the mixture moves on to shaping. The model machine relies on cornstarch to serve as the molding base for forming sour gummy worms. Cornstarch is used in gummy worm production because the finished product is drastically easier to remove from a cornstarch mold rather than a metal mold, significantly reducing waste due to damage to the gummy worms. In a multi-step process, trays are filled with cornstarch, then imprinted with mold cavities using engraved presses to match a gummy worm's shape. The candy liquid previously created is precisely injected into each mold cavity before cooling begins. This achieves efficient, high-volume production of perfectly shaped gummy worms. 28 of these large molds can be filled with gummy worm liquid each minute, meaning at this particular factory, over 9.5 million sour gummy worms are produced each day. Over 12 to 24 hours, the filled trays slowly cool and settle in a dedicated temperature and humidity-controlled room, allowing the gelatin to fully solidify and the candies to adopt their desired candy worm shape and texture. The gummy worms are then dumped out onto vibrating screens to separate them from their molds, where rotating brushes dust away any excess cornstarch. Gummy worm production is now complete, but we are here for something much more delicious and sour. Additional flavoring steps enhance the gummy worm's appearance, and more importantly, their taste. A polished wax coating or double layer of sugar and sour sanding gives the candies an extra smooth finish and added taste sensation. This sanding is a mixture of sugar and acid carefully calculated to give a balance in flavor, not too sweet and not too sour. The finished gummies are automatically sorted by size, inspected for quality control, and packaged into bags, boxes, or jars by high-speed machinery. Rigorous quality control starts by evaluating all raw ingredients in an on-site laboratory before production begins. Technicians verify the correct physical properties and perform sensory tests for proper odor, appearance, texture, and flavor. According to industry estimates, over 100 million gummy candies are churned out daily across candy factory floors worldwide, accounting for a whopping $24.3 billion in revenue each year. This meticulous manufacturing process, though lengthy and precise, yields the rewarding and delightful experience of biting into a perfectly chewy, sour gummy worm. If you learned something new today, either subscribe to the channel or share with someone you think would enjoy the video. This helps us continue to create new videos for you moving forward.